Welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at the Target Center for Monday Night Raw, and yes, the new Raw theme song is a banger. The intro is back as well, guys. So welcome to the goddamn show with SummerSlam 3 weeks away. What will happen on Raw tonight? So we're kicking things off with that Intercontinental #1 Contenders Championship match. Ilja Dragunov returned to Raw last week to confront Bron Breakker, who said, "No thank you, sir. You don't get a shot immediately. But I'll choose you an opponent next week." Of course, I know we're like 24 episodes into the universe mode, but there's still a few surprises. If you haven't checked out the YouTube shorts, and later in the show, you will find out one of them acquisitions and surprises. I'm so excited for it. I know many of you are. But Ilja looks to take on a choice of Bron Breakker. And of course our main event tonight, Rusev! Oh, this is going to be I hadn't said it for ages, so I'm going to say it. No bread, no water, just meat. Anyways, so we got Rusev. Ilja, the winner, will go on to SummerSlam to take on Bron Breakker for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. SummerSlam is, of course, 3 weeks away. It will be 2 weeks after this episode. Our main event tonight, Roman is on the trials. He said he'd beat back-to-back weeks Jacob, Fatu, and Seth freaking Rollins. Roman will go one-on-one in our main event tonight with Jacob Fatu. Expect shenanigans. We're also going to hear from the Raw World Heavyweight Champion, Edge, as that's his new name now, Edge. We've got to say it, Blake Monroe in action tonight. She takes on Liv Morgan. If Blake can beat Liv Morgan, she will get an opportunity at the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. And of course, Drew McIntyre is in the house. And we also have Fraxium versus DIY in a Tornado tag team match. So let's focus on the action here, as both men trading clubbing blows. I won't like to get hit by Rusev or Dragunov. Well, especially Rusev, because he's all bread. No way, he's no bread. No bread, no water, just meat. And a bitch slap there from Ilja. Of course, Ilja losing the Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn, who is now a part of SmackDown. Has not quite got over that loss, I don't think. I think he's still sulking. But confronted Bron Breakker, who, of course, had a nice powerbomb there from Ilja. Could have Rusev beat and misses with the Russian torpedo. And Rusev just kicked his head off. Ilja wants an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Will have to beat Rusev here tonight, who's debuting. It's not an easy debut, is it, going up against Ilja Dragunov, to be honest. That's quite a horrible debut. I'm just glad Ilja's back from his minor injury that he sustained at Saturday night's main event over on WWE 2K25. And of course, if you haven't seen the Summer of Jack, we've got so much content coming, including our very first, our second in the entire universe mode, but our first 2K25 Saturday night's main event, and Ilja nearly scores the pinfall. And of course, next week is the big week, innit? Next week's the big week because we're looking at LFG, and that's going to be starting. We're going to get the first episode, try to get the first episode out next week, which will be an introduction. If you're not in the Discord, the teams have already been revealed, but we will be doing an entrance showcase on episode 1. I'll be reacting. I've tried to not look too much at the entrances. Of course, I recorded the promo, but I haven't fully sat there and watched them all. We'll be going through the entrances and deciding which one we like. And a splash here from Rusev. And of course, more Universe Mode University next week. That's going to be exciting. But the next episode on this channel will be Friday night SmackDown. And Ilja with a big boot. Going to go high risk. High risk, low reward, a big reward. Knee drop to the midsection. The Bulgarian brute Rusev could be in trouble. Bron Breakker will be over watching this match. Oh, nice dummy there into the DDT from Ilja. Good move there from the Tsar. And now he's going to go for something Rusev. This is the problem when you're facing a monster like Rusev. He's just trying to overpower him. It's not going to work. And Ilya's in big trouble. Alabama slam. Even though we're not in Alabama, we're in Minneapolis. I thought that was it. I actually thought that was it. And it wasn't. Rusev nearly becoming the #1 contender. I should have probably... Well, I did make it clear. A big boot. I think Rusev's busted open. I think that big boot didn't connect properly and might have broken the nose of Rusev. And like a torpedo, and like he put Jey Uso away at Elimination Chamber, Ilja Dragunov scores the pinfall and will be going to SummerSlam to take on Bronathan Breakker. And he's going to play the tune. He's going to lead the choir here. What the I nearly swore. Why is Rod Zapata's face right in this screen? We want to look at Ilja. That's my man. He's back. And now we're going to hear from the World Heavyweight Champion, Edge. What does he have to say? Of course, Drew McIntyre is in the building. He's not happy. He beat Will Ospreay in a match last week, but Ospreay had his hands on the rope. And it's been all over social media.
I know everyone's got their theories, so let me set the record straight. I didn't show up during Drew's #1 Contenders match to distract him. I came out to scout the competition. That's what champions do. I wanted a front row seat to see who I might be facing at SummerSlam. That's not mind games. That's preparation. I didn't interfere. I didn't speak. I just watched. But apparently, watching quietly is enough to stir up paranoia in Drew McIntyre. He won the match. He earned the opportunity. But now he's focused on me, on Ospreay, on some grand conspiracy. All because the referee missed Ospreay grabbing the ropes. I didn't make that call. Neither did Ospreay. Sometimes the breaks fall your way. Sometimes they don't. That's wrestling, Drew. Deal with.
Do you want to point fingers instead of preparing for war? That's your choice. But let me give you some advice. If you waste your SummerSlam match chasing shadows and playing detective, you'll miss your chance. I'm not working with Ospreay. I don't even help to beat you. I never have. You want my title? You're going to have to stop dreaming up conspiracies and start fighting like a contender.
You can dress it up however you want, Edge. But I know what I saw. You didn't just watch my match. You hovered. You loomed. And Ospreay, he grabbed the ropes. Clear as day, everyone saw it. Except the one man whose job it was to count the fall. I've been in this business long enough to know when something doesn't smell right. And this stinks of collusion and cover-ups. So I went straight to Adam Pearce. I told him I'm not letting this stand. And he listened. That's why at SummerSlam, it's official. Edge versus Ospreay versus McIntyre. Triple threat. World Heavyweight Championship. You two want to dance around and pretend there's nothing going on? Fine. But now you've both got to stand across from me. No distractions. No help. No excuses. If you're working together, I'll find out. If you're not, it won't matter. Because I'm walking into SummerSlam with one thing on my mind. Take back what's mine. I've clawed through too much to let shady finishes and smug arrogance hold me down. I will break you both if I have to. And I will walk out of SummerSlam as the World Heavyweight Champion. Try to stop me.
A new force is coming to Monday Night Raw. Straight from AAA, the unpredictable, high-flying Mr. Iguana is ready to shake up WWE. His energy is electric, his style is unmatched, and his chaos is unstoppable. He's not here to fit in. He's here to take over. The WWE Universe won't know what hit them. The question isn't if Raw is ready for Mr. Iguana. The question is, can anyone stop him? Coming soon.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Mr. Iguana coming to Raw, and there is a poll live on the channel where you can vote for his SummerSlam opponent. Do you choose Logan Paul, who will be in Cleveland if you want to choose him? He's going to be signed to Raw. and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We got Mariah. Sorry. Blake Monroe versus WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Liv Morgan. And it is apparent, and Adam Pearce has said, if Blake can defeat the Intercontinental Champion here tonight, she will get an opportunity at that WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Nice knee there from Blake. Oh, it's so weird calling her that. Mina Sharakawa at ringside, sitting on the seat, potentially to support her gal Blake Monroe. They've been through everything together, Stardom, AEW, and a spinning sidewalk slam. Blake with the pinfall, hook of the leg. I'm going to have to change the name. I've recorded like loads of episodes and she's called Mariah May. But Blake Monroe is the new moniker. I'm not writing it to a storyline as Mr. Bren wanted. I'm just going to let it hang there. She's had a name change. We've had technical difficulties. Excuse me. And Blake going to work on WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Liv Morgan. Let's not forget how Liv actually won. And we're going to go to a cutscene here. Liv and Blake trading blows. What's happening? What the hell? Mina Sharakawa attacks her partner. What? They're meant to be best friends. And Mina Sharakawa... Liv is shocked. That obviously means that Blake wins by disqualification. And he's granted an opportunity. What the hell are you doing, Mina? Oh my god, not this electric chair. Why? Why has Mina Sharakawa betrayed her best friend in the world, Blake Monroe? This is not going to go down well, folks. But does that mean, like, I guess that means that Blake Monroe has an opportunity at the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, though, right? Maybe Liv didn't seem that annoyed. She's probably more bothered about what's going on with Mina. Mina, of course, last week had a shot at the Intercontinental Championship and failed. It's a bit of jealousy, maybe. I'm not too sure, but back to the tag team division. Excuse me. Now, the tag team division on Raw is stacked. Our current Raw tag team champions, or sorry, should I say our world tag team champions, crowned at Money in the Bank, the Lucha Bros, taking the titles from, of course, these guys, Fraxium. And we're underway, folks, in this Tornado Tag DIY. And I believe this will be important as to where we're going to stand and who the number one contenders will be. DIY, of course, not really had the opportunity. He's not successfully beaten team. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa just laid out the referee. Oh, my God. And a clothesline from Ciampa. Axiom going to try and save Nathan Frazier, but a big kick from Ciampa. Roll-up pin. And, of course, the World Tag Team Champions, Penta and Phoenix, will be happy to see their compatriot from AAA, Mr. Iguana, signed to Raw. Who do we want him to face? You know that Logan Paul match is going to slap. And now for Nathan Frazier, beautiful Hurricanrana to Gargano there. And a punch there from Nathan Frazier. And I'm having a drink because I'm talking too much. I don't actually do this in Wood Take. I shouldn't drink. I should cut out when I drink. But this is Raw. What does Raw mean? It means uncut. Unedited, even though it's very heavily edited. But you know what I mean. Tommaso Ciampa with the arm wrench there and rages. Pinfall attempted. Oh, look him using the ropes. That's disgusting. I think the referee might have spotted that, but I'm not sure. Of course, last week, Drew McIntyre taking on Will Ospreay in that number one contenders match, who was coming off a very good victory against AJ Styles. The problem is, Will Ospreay was pinned. Drew hit him with the Claymore, but because of how Drew pinned Will Ospreay, Will managed to grab the ropes, but the referee Rod Zapata did not see it, which is a problem. And on social media all week, it's been, wow, can't believe it. So Drew's dealing with that. We're going to hear from Drew. We've heard from Drew tonight, and he's offered them a triple threat match. He says, I'll fight you both. Bring you both on. I'll fight you both, lad. That's what he said anyway. Right, that's better. Nathan Frazier kicking the ropes. Don't know what the ropes did, but a Torpe Suicida through the middle rope, but Gargano's in the ring centrally, and of course Tornado Tag rules apply, meaning there is no disqualification. Not really sure why, but that's just the rules of the game. And I did actually say to you guys, do you think Tornado Tags would be better? And I had a few comments actually saying, oh my god, that's a good idea. So I think whenever we do like tag team matches, we're going to, of course, like do some tables, some ladders, some chairs, some steel cages. But I think we do tornado tags. I think the thing with normal tags is they just last so long, and they just this is a Jack era, so we can change it up. We don't have to follow suit. We don't have to do what they're doing. And now Gargano bounced off the ropes. Ciampa misses. Now Fraxium got 2-1 advantage in the center of the ring. Could Tommaso Ciampa be in trouble now? He rolls out, but Nathan Frazier likes to go high risk. Swanton to the standing Tommaso Ciampa. Is he going to go for the signature? I'm not so sure. And you might hear a click of my mouse here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I was just checking something. Now, Ciampa laid out in the ring. Nathan Frazier got a perfect opportunity here to hit something big. And that kick will do, but Gargano's snooping in. And Frazier hits him with a kick. But Gargano, smart. We're going to see that Gargano lock. Johnny wrestling. About to... It looks like he's stretched the neck. Is Frazier going to get out of it? He is. But he doesn't look great, I'm not going to lemAnd he's going to have to... Oh, and Gargano's trying to lock it in again. Axiom stood there. He's got to break this up. He's got to break this up, but I think Ciampa's got a hold of him. I can't see because of the camera angle. And Axiom breaks it up. And Gargano going for the pin. Is Nathan Frazier okay? Nathan Frazier might have hurt himself in that submission because the match just ended promptly. But DIY advance with a victory. It's good booking, that, you see. I like that. I like that DIY have won. Good job, Adam Pearce. The head of creative, whoever that may be. So good job. Next up we got Rhea Bloody Ripley. So the Women's World Heavyweight Champion is in action tonight. This is my brutality! She takes on Bayley. And we haven't said Bayley was... And in this universe mode, let's not make a mistake. This is a no walk in the park for Rhea Ripley. I'm telling you that now. Bayley is one of the most prominent women's superstars we've had on universe. I actually don't know if I can remember, but I think she might be unbeaten. It's a non-title affair. Rhea just wants to be in action, and she's done in the red attire tonight. And of course, that World Heavyweight Championship, which she wears with such pride after being attacked by Julia last week, or confronted by Julia, sorry. And of course, Saraya / Paige having money. I'm going to call her Paige, actually, I think. Paige having the money in the bank, or Miss Money in the Bank. It's all going on for Rhea. She's got targets on her back from every direction, and now, of course, she's got to deal with 1/4 of the 4 horsewomen in Bayley. That's no easy task in itself, to be honest. Role model. Hot take, right, guys? I actually feel like I'm the only one who thinks I actually like this theme. I don't like Defra, but well, I don't hate. I like Jim Johnston, but I actually like some themes. Like I like this theme. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. This I like Penta's new one. That where it has that like guitar that's like sounds like a cat. I like Logan Paul's. Don't ask me. I actually am quite tempted to dub in Humble over the top of his, like, the one that's in 2K25, to be fair. That's how much I like it. I like Tony D'Angelo's as well. That's one of my favourite. Of course, Tony D'Angelo is a member of Raw. We're going to get straight to it. Just Fists. Tribute to FTR. No messing about. I've removed chain wrestling. I think I mentioned that. But it just ruins the entire flow of the match. Because obviously I play with one controller. Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. I've been told off for breaking fourth wall before. The way I do it basically is like if I want a certain spot, and this is a bit of advice, a university within Raw, I switch my controller assignment to whoever I want to play, whoever I want to have the spot. Are we going to see a Riptide? No, it's just a stretch. And Bayley's going to get out of that. Bayley's a veteran. I swear I had an alternate attire for Bayley. Maybe not. I do like this attire though. I think out of the base attires, like I tried to go, ooh, Bayley to belly! I know where. I tried to give everyone an attire, but then some of the base attires are really like. I really like Roxanne Perez's as well. That red one. I know she's green and that now, and she wears black, but I just like the red one. What's wrong with that? Now Rhea going to work on Bayley on the outside during the commercial break. Bayley's been strong. Don't ever, hey, Bayley, ooh, oh. I know you're singing that whilst watching this universe mode. I know you are. And I don't blame you. Irish whip into the corner goes Bayley, and now Rhea's going to gather some momentum. I thought she was going to go for the riptide on the outside. Ignore the prompts, the finisher prompts. They don't exist. It's all edited in with AI. And now Rhea using the strength, going to bounce Bayley off the edge of the ring apron. I mean, early stages dictate that Bayley's going to dominate this match. And of course, Bayley is somebody who is not here to be a jobber or an enhancement talent. She's here to win championships, win matches, win feuds. Huge victory and slams Rhea off the mat. I think she's going to go for the pinfall off that. She is. And a hook and a leg and a kick out. Well done from Rhea. Getting the shoulder up. Because she's our women's world champion for a reason. I do just want to mention that. She's not going to go down that easily, I don't think. Do you know what? I actually really enjoyed this episode of Raw. I think it's been really insightful. I've really enjoyed. Oh, she could be in trouble. We're going to see Rhea go for that electric chair. Well, it's like an electric chair. It's like a static chair. Not quite electric, it's like static. We're going to see Riptide. Oh, this could do it. Bayley's in big trouble. And is she going to go for the pinfall? She's going to hit another Riptide. Holy sh! Come on, Bayley. But there's no way Bayley kicks out of this. Is there 2 Riptides? No chance. And she's doing that thing she does that makes us all go crazy. How the hell does Bayley kick out of that? Bayley's a machine. And the crowd are chanting one more time. I mean, you've just hit her with 2 Riptides and she's still standing. Well, not really standing. She's just existing now. Look at the strength of Rhea. Look at the strength of Rhea Ripley. She's just... Bayley's trying to show she's a warrior. I can tell. But them Riptides, it took the last thing she had to kick out of there. But now she's brushing off the shoulder is Ripley. But Bayley's going to fight back. Are we going to see a Rose Planter? She needs a big move, like a huge... We've seen her hit the Bayley to belly, but we need like a Rose Planter or something, I think. I think we need that level of move. Like a finisher, signature, something like that. And now going to smash the head against the canvas. That's never good for anyone. Now Rhea back in control, going to the middle rope, top rope, whatever she's doing, and going to launch Bayley across the ring. Not very decorum from Rhea. Could be in trouble here, Bayley. And a big kick. I think Bayley's KO'd. I think Bayley might... Oh, she stands on her again. Look at her taunting Bayley. That's your women's world champion right there. I'm very interested to see who's going to get that championship off of Rhea Ripley, to be honest. If they ever do, by the way. It's not a given. Paige has got to be the favourite, right? And of course, Julia's in the wing mirror. And Bayley with a suplex, needed that into the turnbuckle. That could turn the tide for Bayley. And she said it's over. Rhea could be about to go to the outside. And is about to go to the outside. Bayley needs something big, though. Like, she needs to get her back in the ring. I mean, you can win by counter. It doesn't really matter, does it? But now Bayley's not like that, though. We know Bayley's not like that. So she gets Rhea back to her feet. And now she's going to do the Bayley to belly on the outside of the ring. Oh, is she going to Rose Plant her on the outside of the ring? Oh, my word. She's going to go for the count-out victory. Rhea reverses somehow. And throws Bayley back in the ring. What the hell's Rhea going to do? Feeling froggy. Ooh, I thought she was feeling froggy. She might be now. Maybe just thought she was a bit fat. Macho Man elbow drop. And feeling froggy. Tribute to her former partner, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Brings her back to her feet. And I believe, folks, Bayley's had a great effort. Thank you for coming. And a Riptide for the 3rd and final time. And the lights have gone out, folks. I just want to make you aware that this is not an editing issue. The lights have gone out, and we can hear thudding and punching. I don't know what's going on. And I'll have an update for you later, but we don't know what's going on, but there's been thudding.
One contract, one shot to change your life. Every week,
community warriors step into the ring, facing brutal matches, intense challenges, and unexpected twists. No second chances, no mercy. Only the strongest will survive the fight for glory. Special guests and fierce rivalries will shake the foundation. Who will rise? Who will fall? The contract is on the line. This is LFG. The series coming soon on Jack's Universe.
Well, folks, we don't really know what happened there in that women's segment, and I hope you enjoyed the LFG trailer. But we got Bloodline Warfare now, and we do have an update. Rhea has been taken to the back. She was left, when the lights came back on, she was left on the canvas. Obviously, she was already bleeding from the match with Bayley, but she was left on the canvas, beaten up. So, one could only assume, is it Bayley? Has Bayley flipped? Is there something there? Is somebody else got involved? We don't know. But the lights did go out, and Rhea was left on the canvas standing. But we're going, and this is a big moment, folks. This is where Roman's story begins. After losing to Jey Uso in the Bloodline Rules match, he looked Seth Rollins dead in the eyes last week, said, "I will beat you, and I will beat Jacob." And then, well, he didn't say this, but I'm adding this. Then I'm going to go claim back what's rightfully mine, my seat at the head of the table as your Raw World Heavyweight Champion. So, of course, Drew, Edge, and Ospreay will be put on notice as the Tribal Chief. The OTC is back. Now, the thing is, with Roman, he is Paul Heymanless. It's a new version of Roman. It's the OTC, the only Tribal Chief you'll ever need. Jacob Fatu seems to disagree with that. A Jacob Fatu in this universe, but I tell you one thing for goddamn sure, is no joke. And of course, him and Seth Rollins don't see eye to eye. Seth, of course, mentioning last week in his promo that the Shield, they just can't, Seth and Roman, they just can't forget about each other. But Roman's got to focus on a Samoan werewolf, and a loose one at that. This guy is absolutely unhinged. Believes that he should be the next in line for the World Heavyweight Championship slot. After beating Seth freaking Rollins, went to Money in the Bank, was unsuccessful. Bren, encouraging him to use a flaming table. Find out what happens with Bren's story over on Friday Night SmackDown. We know that Wade Barrett was donning the letters NBO. We saw a little vignette on SmackDown, but it's all about Roman tonight. And of course, I know I mentioned Paige has a story. The story is going on. People don't have to be directly involved. And Roman and Jacob are going to go after each other. This is just going to be an all-out war. And it doesn't really matter who wins, to be honest. For Roman, he has to win. And Seth and Jacob, going to beat the holy hell out of Roman early on, going for a pinfall. That's very brave against the Tribal Tour. Look at him using the ropes, you scumbag. And Roman looks at him and says, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Roman knees him in the face. And it looks like Roman's going to fight back. The Tribal Chief is back on Monday Night Raw. We'll have to face Seth Rollins next week as well. So back to back. You think he's a part-timer? That's 2 WrestleMania matches right there on Raw. This right here is a dream match. But you have to wonder what the road of 2025 and 6 looks like for Roman. I know, because I wrote the story. It's brilliant, and you're going to love it. I wrote 4 stories. I don't know if you guys are aware. Roman's story, Paige's story, it's Stephanie Vaquer's story, and Bren's story. And they're all brilliant. And of course, Seth freaking Rollins makes it about him. And who's he tagging? We know that he's on. Walks into Roman like an idiot. Of course, he's had a lot of beef with Jacob Fatu, by the way. But it seems to be the case that he's got beef with Roman now. Everything stems from Money in the Bank. These 3, of course, were the entrants for Monday Night Raw. Goes for the stomp, and Roman says, "Thank you for coming." Choke slam to Seth. And now he's looking to take advantage. He needs to take advantage, and now he's going to go for Jacob Fatu. Seth's just coming looking like an idiot. Sorry. I don't know what happened to my voice there. And look at Seth. Of course, there's no disqualification in this match. It's Bloodline Warfare. Not Bloodline Rules, Bloodline Warfare. And Seth just can't get over himself, can he? Why is he attacking Roman Reigns? Look at Jacob just doing nothing. These two were bitter enemies 2 weeks ago. Now they're best friends. This is disgusting. And Rod Zapata just looks on like a garden gnome, just standing there. Jacob's headbutting turnbuckles. Oh, not the buckle bomb. Oh my goodness. And now Roman's in big trouble. Bounced off the turnbuckle. What is this? Why Seth? Why have we got a handicap match? And he's going to leave now. He's done some damage. Jacob's just going to basically feed off the scraps. It's exactly what Jacob's going to do. Roman doesn't even know where he is. And an axe handle to the back of Reigns. I'm rooting for Roman. He's got to come back. Oh, what the hell is Jacob bringing? Oh, no. Please, goodness me. Sledgehammer. Roman rolls out of the way. And a spear. Roman is back in it. And he could have won the match. Seth's left. And the referee with the slowest count you've ever seen in your life, Rod Zapata. Welcome to the free agent list. That should have been at least a 2 count. That's shocking. And now they're going to trade blows. We love trading blows on this universe mode. Absolutely love it. And this is just brutal. This is just going to be an all-out punch fest. I don't know who will overpower who, but you have to wonder, like, what damage has Roman taken from Seth? If any damage at all. But Seth, he came in, he ate a chokeslam, but he just would not leave. And Roman's out of it. And he's got the sledgehammer. Going to do some DIY. Speaking of the winners of that tag match earlier, Roman's doing some DIY on the guts of Jacob Fatu. Misses the spear. Did go for it now. Jacob's enraged. Which is never a good thing, by the way. No matter if you're the tribal chief or you're Akira Tozawa, it's never good for Jacob Fatu to be enraged. And goes for the uppercut, but Jacob's just so fast. Oh my god! Launched him to space, came back down from the moon, and Samoan dropped. And Jacob is no joke. I mean, if you're getting an interference from Seth, even a little assistance, you're in trouble, and just throws Roman across the ring. And a sledgehammer to the knee. And this is such BS. Gonna go for the pinfall on Roman, and a kick out. Not even one. Good. Oh, he did get one. Rod Zapata is the worst referee in video game history. I'm just saying that right now. Went for something, reversal from Roman, and a Superman punch. Go for it, Roman. Finish your story. Well, this is only just beginning. He's going to go for it. Ooh, and a spear connects. Jacob is done. Put your fingers to this. And he kicks out. Unbelievable. It's your fault. It's Seth's fault. He's going for another spear as well. Jacob could be just about to get broken in half, and oh my god. Run straight. I think Roman's knocked out. That knee connected so horribly. God, a sledgehammer now. Well, it's DIY, innit? Roman did it to him. It's just payback, I guess. I don't think Roman's waking up till next Monday when we're on Raw again. And he's faced. He'd probably wake up in the ring and just bob up for Seth, even though we're in a different city. Easy, huge. Roman kicks out. Shows a little bit of fight. I do think that looked nasty, that knee to the head, though. I don't know if Roman's even got a skull intact. He's going to fight back, though. Come on, Roman. Let's go, Roman. And a big punch to Jacob. Roman's still showing plenty of fight. Fair play to Roman. And now he's going to Irish whip. Are we going to see the spear? No, we're going to see a tilt-a-whirl. No, I thought it was slam. I thought he was going to go for the backbreaker. Jacob crawls into the corner. Look at Roman. He looks like a lumberjack. I love this attire, by the way. I've downloaded loads of attires for the 4 that the story's about. Roman's got some bangers. Oh, no, I've only made 2 for Paige. And obviously, Bren, I made my own because I like to. I've got a fair few for Stephanie. Looking for that moonsault, Fatu. But Roman says no. No, thank you. Flapjack. I don't want to get hit by that moonsault. Jacob's like a machine. Come on, Roman. Roman's going to go for the spear again. He's going to go for it again. He's asking the crowd, but the diss, and again! Fatu with the knee. Roman jumps straight back up, though. And he runs straight to a pop-up Samoan drop. Fatu's going to end it. And Roman, look, he rolls out the way. You don't want to get hit by that moonsault. And another big clubbing blow missed. Oh, my God, this is so intense, guys. Suplex from Jacob. Is Roman going to break out? That he is. This is actually quite intense. Even though I've already pre-recorded it, it's still quite intense. Oh, my God, Jacob. The moonsault. Roman's not moving. I think Roman never recovered from Seth interfering in that first knee from the spear. Look at Roman's stomach from them sledgehammer shots. Oh my God. He looks horrendous. He has to have broken ribs. And he's got to face Seth Rollins next week, who is like arguably one of the best members of the roster. What the hell's Jacob Fatu doing? Jacob's not letting him leave Minneapolis with his career intact, is he? What the hell is Jacob Fatu doing? We know this guy. Oh my word. Is he going for a Super Samoan drop? Goodness me. Oh my word. Roman! Oh my God. Roman's ribs are done. There's no... I don't know how he's even still breathing. Look at Jacob with another... Oh, he missed. Jacob, what are you doing? It won't matter if he missed, though, because Roman ain't getting up till next Monday. I told you that. He's not even with it. Why is Jacob hurt? Oh, he hurt himself doing that. And now Jacob with another... Roman's hurt. I'm telling you, Roman's genuinely hurt. Look at Fatu. He's like a savage, and he busted open, but probably likes that. It's probably what he's into. And a headbutt. Use that blood to... Look at the lacerations on Roman Reigns. Goodness me. And now he's just using his head as a battering ram, is Fatu. And he did this to Seth. That's what I don't get. Jacob and Seth were at it. Sorry, not the mic. Jacob and Seth were at it like this 2 weeks ago. Now the best buddies teaming up on Roman. They don't want the tribal chief back. What the hell's Jacob Fatu going on? Oh, please, God, no. Oh, my word. Think about it. Oh, my God. Sledgehammer to the gut. And you did see the table broke there. I don't know if you noticed that. And Jacob. That was actually Jacob during the commercial break. I know it's a big spot. Putting Roman through the announcer's desk. Look at the state of Roman Reigns, and oh my word. Good night, Alabama. Another moonsault from Jacob. Roman, just stay down. 2-on-1 at the beginning. And Jacob wins. For what cause? It might as well have been a handicap match. Sledgehammers, Seth Rollins, and just genuine disgust from me. Jacob, you should take a long, hard look at yourself and be disgusted. But Jacob will be thrilled, because I'm pretty certain he's, apart from the money in the bank, he's still undefeated. But we move forward in Roman's story. He has to face Seth Rollins next week, but in what condition and what on earth is Jacob Fatu going to have to say about that? Goodbye, guys, and peace.